Welcome back to the morning show here on Arise News. The Africa Movie Academy Awards, AMA 2025, will take place on Sunday, November the 9th at Balmoral Convention Center in Sheraton Hotel in GRA, Lagos. Now, the event will honor excellence in African cinema and will feature musical performances and a fashion show. For greater insight on what's coming, we are now being joined here in Lagos by Raymond Anyiam Osigwe, who's the CEO of Africa Movie Academy Awards, and Dorothee Wenner, the head of jury for the 2025 AMA Awards. It's great to have you both in the studio with us this morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. Now, every year I think we speak about AMA, and it seems it gets bigger and better every year. So I want to ask, what should we expect from AMA 2025, Mr. Anyiam Osigwe? What's different this year? What's exciting? And what are you looking forward to the most?
Well, this year we are pleased that we unveiled the fashion show known as Cut, Untold Threads. And the reason we did that is we've observed that in terms of film, the fashion aspects of it as it relates to African film, I think, is understated. And we felt that we should draw some attention to it and create a platform that African creatives could utilize to expose their craft and hopefully benefit from, given AMA's reputation as a globally accepted platform for film. We decided to open up the space a bit to also expand that to the public, to, if you like, African creatives. Now, in terms of this year's show, we have, as always, AMA has a stellar performance for our attendees. We're having a lot of international engagement. We expect a lot of the corporate side to get more involved in film. And I think at this year's event, we're having a lot of international potential investors who are coming in with regards to AMA. So I think we should have a good show as usual. Our jury is in. They've all jetted in, most of them anyway. We also have some major banks in the country that come in to observe because they want to see how they could participate with and collaborate with the institution. But we have good interest. Thank you.
All right, Raymond, let me stay with you before we come to Dora. You're the CEO. You're the CEO. But then, I mean, this is the 21st edition of AMA. And the third consecutive one since the departure of our sister, your sister, the founder of AMA, Peace Anyiam Osigwe. How have you held it together? Yes, I know that the family is always involved, the industry is involved, the international jury is an important component of AMA. How have you held it together? And then what do you say to those who are saying, is AMA still for the ceremonial part of the industry, stars trooping in, things like that, or you just want to hand out, the awards and plaque? People are saying that, isn't it time to rev up the ceremonial part of AMA once again?
Thanks for that question, Steve. That's actually what we're working on.
Okay.
This year, just to give some background, when Peace passed, we knew it was important to host AMA the year she passed. Now, people who are not close with the family would understand why. But you know, Peace, bless her soul, very well. She would have wanted AMA to hold because she always said, unbroken. So we knew that year we had to do it. And we also had to do it because we wanted to send a message that there was continuity and no gaps. So we're pleased that held and it went well. She was always working towards the 20th edition, and we held that last year, which was quite well received. And this is the 21st edition, so it's actually a critical one because, like in football, we are coining the hat-trick edition. we get it right, and then we know that God's grace, we're on the right path. Now, in terms of ensuring the sustainability of AMA, like the message we sent across last year was to the next 20.
Yeah.
And so part of that process is to look at what we've been doing for the last 20, where the gaps are, and see how we tweak those challenges to ensure the sustainability going forward. Yeah. We know that we're looking to do another international tour to resensitize, first of all, the African community by region, and then the international community as well, about the awards and the program. We're pleased, sincerely, that it's a globally respected award. We've gotten a lot of feedback. So, for example, this year, we have Afrexim Bank on board. Okay. They are actually coming to, they were there last year. They're coming again this year. And one of the things they've asked us is that they would like to see closer collaboration with AMA. And they did share with us that they're pleased to see that when something has gone on for 20 years, then they will see how can they become part of it in terms of collaboration because of what they're doing with their Nexus and CanEx programs as well. So we're exploring that. We're also in discussions. We can't, of course, ignore the likes of Netflix. We're in conversation with them to see how do we work with them to increase the access and cooperation of filmmakers on the continent in a way that actually adds value to their craft. And but at the bottom of all this is funding. And that's our focus. We know that you need to ensure that you have sustainable funding to ensure that you do the things you need to do. So our primary focus is building the business, and that's what we're working on.
That's amazing. That's amazing. I just saw you were going to make reference to Dorothee. I was going to say, Dorothee, I think, I should bring you in. The jury is such a huge part of an event like this, because this is where the filmmakers really get to know how hard they've worked and the value for the work that they've done. But like you rightly said, funding still remains a very, very poignant issue. Even for filmmakers as well, it's a conversation that we continue to have. So how would you say the jury this year has approached the sort of films that has come in for AMA this year? And what's your assessment on the sort of production as well, the quality of production in terms of excellence and mastery that you have witnessed from the filmmakers that have come in?
Well, I think it's a wonderful year. It's an edition where we as the jury have very fierce debate and discourse. And I would like to say thank you to Raymond that he takes the financial part of us, keeps us completely independent in our very, very hot debates. And sometimes it's the over my dead body discussion with, not banging doors. We all remain at the table. But I must say, this is for me the most wonderful part of AMA, that we are able to discuss where does African cinema stand today. But the awards also take a look in awarding excellency that moves into the future of African cinema. So this is very, very interesting to hear from all the jury members, their point of view at looking at the individual film to see, well, is this a new tendency, let's say in documentary filmmaking, in animation, in feature filmmaking, and how to react to the changes in the industry? I think we have a wonderful input from a lot of African countries. Some countries are more active, as everyone knows, than other African countries, but we are very pleased that we have very difficult choices to make.
That's wonderful. You've been a member of the jury since the beginning of AMA, right? Yes. I want to ask, how have you seen Nigerian cinema kind of change or shift over the years, or African cinema in general? I know sometimes, we look at maybe Netflix type of films that we're seeing now that are actually fundamentally different from the films we used to see when we were younger, and possibly have different messaging and different styles. So I want to ask, in the trajectory, how do you see the trajectory of African cinema and African filmmaking?
That's a big question. I remain with Nigeria maybe for the moment because otherwise
I didn't want to take away from everyone else, but let's keep it to Nigeria.
So I'm extremely happy to see how Nigerian film industries are moving ahead. It's difficult times with, the industry is undergoing a lot of changes. I am very, very happy about individuals in the Nigerian film industry are extremely active, trying to develop new business models. I think what Nigeria is very good at is to look at the film industry is not, there is the best film and there is, the low quality. We have different film for different audiences, and to diversify the output of what's coming out of Nigeria is absolutely impressive. And I think to maintain an identity, and that is not only of Nigeria, but also films that are made in the north or in the south for children in animation and in various aspects, that it becomes more clear for the individual filmmaker where he or she wants to move to. And I think the blessings of the Nigerian film industry is that it's so rich, very, very passionate, very competitive. That also helps. And therefore, I'm also still feeling that AMA is holding this very important event in Lagos is an important message. It's not to say this is an event for Nigeria, but it's an event where Lagos is proud to host an event that tries to unify and also look for international collaboration, not only with European or Western countries, but also amongst African countries, to look into ways of how the African cinemas, different as they are, can develop into new ways. This is something that Nigeria can stand for and where AMA is proud to host a platform for.
Well, I mean, I think this has been such an exciting conversation. Looking forward to seeing what we're going to get this year. The dates again?
November 9th.
That's tomorrow.
Oh, that's tomorrow.
Yeah.
That's tomorrow.
That's tomorrow. That is tomorrow.
Madekuti is on the back.
Madekuti is on the bill.
I get a ticket.
Hold,
Steve. Everyone will say, consider it done.
Well, thank you so much
the truth
for your
is,
time.
One of the strengths of AMA is that it's an award that is globally respected.
Yeah.
It had a lot of resistance in the past, but over time, we were very pleased that across Africa and beyond, people have come to really appreciate that this is something worth having, filmmakers that is. And what we're trying to do is to ensure that that legacy is sustained, that
Definitely.
Africa has its product
Definitely.
from Africa, by Africa to the world.
Yes, thank
All
you
right,
very
everyone.
much.
Thank you.
Thank you for
Dorothee.
having us.
Thank you both. As we say, see you tomorrow, isn't it?
Yes, see you
At the
tomorrow.
Bamura.
And just to be clear, you are invited.
Thank you. Yes.
Thank
Well,
you
again,
very
thank you so much, Frame and Dorothee, and we wish you a very successful event tomorrow.